Meghan Markle here.
Alright, so this, I took a screenshot of this and put it in one of the videos that I was doing, which already made public. I don't remember. It could have been during William's speech, whichever video that I had it in. And I took that screenshot and put it on the side of that video. Okay. I wonder if Prince William condemned the road they cleared 8 miles of precious trees in the Amazon for billionaires and millionaires like him to use for this summit. So they did this just for this summit? Oh my Lord. Okay, so there's the speech here. Brazil cleared 8 miles of Amazon rainforest to build 4-lane highway for their COP30 climate summit. It aims to ease traffic to the city, which will host more than 50,000 people. Wow. Now Prince William at COP30 climate summit, the melting of polar ice, the loss of the Amazon, the disruption of ocean currents, these are not distant threats. They are fast approaching and will affect every one of us no matter where we live. And then they did this. This is 52 seconds. Let's listen. Screenshot.
I grew up with my father, the king, talking about the power of nature and the importance of harmony in the natural world. A subject he has championed for over 5 decades. It's a privilege to also represent him here today, as well as everyone else who has championed this cause for so many years.
Jesus Christ.
All of us here today understand that we are edging dangerously close to the Earth's critical tipping points, thresholds beyond which the natural system...
When I first saw it, I saw him moving his hand like this. I'm like, did he get this from his wife now? But okay.
We depend on may begin to unravel. The melting of polar ice, the loss of the Amazon, the disruption of ocean currents. These are not distant threats. They are fast approaching and will affect every one of us, no matter where we live. I grew up with my...
This is why the father didn't bother to show up. Well, now he could easily claim that he has his cancer. Yeah, smell that? Let's talk about climate change while creating a climate fail. The comment section, there's that. Willie is getting dragged by his 2 strands, getting ratioed for his traveling circus show is chef kiss. It could, one assume, be grown over again in just a couple of years too. Well, if they leave it alone, but if they're gonna still driving on it, it's not gonna grow. And they will have to replace the trees. I mean, they don't have to put full trees, but they could replant other trees there. But if they're creating this highway, so which means they're gonna be using it over and over again. The ratio under that post, there's the egg here, is being cooked. He's probably shielded from it and not informed. He probably didn't even know. Well, I think if it was Harry and Meghan, they will find a way to know before they do that thing. Let me read some of the comment here. Okay, do as I say, not as I do. Let me not go there. Let's go to the next tweet. Pause it, because I have a lot to share with you out of nowhere. Okay, this one I posted on my community board a couple days ago. If you want the truth, don't watch the smiles, watch the feet. They always point to the real story. Yours truly, body language expert. This is Kate and William. Where did they do this one? They went somewhere. I think at that time it was supposed to be only Kate, and then William decided to tag along. I could be wrong in that. And this is there's William, and this is Jason Kunoff. That's the Princess of Wales' foot on the Prince of Wales' foot. Am I seeing correctly? Their Majesties. I know the squad were making fun of it. Oh, body language expert in the mud. Where are the body language expert when you need them? Look at Jason's foot touching William's leg. I love your take. There's the heart here. OMG, great catch. There's the laugh here. Kunoff likes to plow William like a rice field. Oh my God. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, so this is where she took the screenshot from the previous one. Okay, there's William and there's Jason here. Okay, this is where they're touching here. My goodness. Is it the Jacinda, former Prime Minister of New Zealand? I don't know, man. I had such a great admiration for her. She had a position where people voted her to be in the position, and then she left it to do this, where she could, as a prime minister, she could still champion for this type of things. Oh my God. Okay, I'm leaving this here for all the body language expert. Will's leg crossed towards. The look he's getting back, really? Just come out the bloody closet already. The way his friend is looking at him with total admiration. Oh my God, I can't show this. Let me move it really quickly. Aha, the look of love. I'm not sure what body language so-called expert you are referring to. Will is sitting like that as he is in very close quarters with another female, and had he said otherwise, they could have made contact. That would have made tongue wag. Just stop speculation. Like father, like son is the saying. William did with Jason what his father did with Fawcett. When people started to gossip about their relationship, he just moved him sideways into another work position, but a role in which they've enough reason for continuous contact. This pair are more than employer and employee. Oh my God, those two are lovers. He's always around the creepy guy. This is priceless. Bet Kate is. His son is doing William's job when he should be enjoying the weekend like all kids. No wonder he looks miserable next to his mom. Okay, I did see that image. I don't know if I have it on the list. That's Kate with the older son. What's his name? George? I don't know if I put it on the list. Why did anyone tell me the internet is now calling Prince William then Bill? Okay, did I put it twice? Yes, I did. All right, let's skip that. Okay, next tweet. I think it speaks volume that he nor any of his advisors pegged a traveling green award as a bad idea. It's performance art and everyone knows it. She's responding to this. Okay, William flew to a climate conference in a private jet. Don't ever tell me this man cares about the environment. He doesn't care. As if he's really into what he's reading. The way he has been eviscerated in the comment section of many pieces is astonishing. I have never seen anything like it. As is early years in nature, I didn't understand any of that performative art pegging. Pegged, very well hid, pegged. Okay, let's move on. Oh my God. Why? Out of nowhere, my nose just stuffed. The will have so fallen apart that Kensington Palace, with its 60+ staff, cannot be bothered to spell the word veterans correctly. Neither are they bothered to correct their errors 7 hours later. I wonder whether they can spell the word disrespectful. Okay, so this is Prince and Princess of Wales, I assume. I don't know. Each year, it is an honor to take part in Remembrance Sunday at the Cenotaph in London alongside other members of the royal family, and in front of, there's the misspell here, veterans. Wow, veterans. They could have just put vets to make it easy. And their families, lest we forget. I never understand how they can spell it wrong. Surely their system autocorrect. One will think very slapdash. Oh my God, my nose is really stuffed. Okay. Is this why Harry and Meghan were too demanding of KP staff? They expected better. They expected people to do their job. Okay, the late queen is turning in her grave. The tardiness to the coronation, its trustworthiness compared to that of North Korea and Iran. The soft porn William with his hand down His trousers, yeah. The misspelling is going cover. Will he changing the monarchy or right and not for the better? Did they interact with them at all? I doubt it. There's me here. They should just leave it as vets. Make it easier on themselves. Alright, let's get to the next one. William and Kate are both started to experience the downsides of happily joining a cultural war because it benefited them back in 2017. They made their bed with a certain group of right-wingers and are going to have to lie in it for the rest of their lives. Okay, so she retweeted this. The way he has been eviscerated in the comment section of many pieces is astonishing. I have never seen anything like it. Okay, so I just read this under whatever post I just read it from. So Henry VIII retweeted that and saying that because they made a deal with the papers, okay, the haters, the derangers, to bash on Harry and Meghan, but now they're coming back to do the same thing to them. And I remember when the squad used to call on KP and whoever at the firm will post things about Harry and Meghan, and then on the comment section they will leave the comment open, and you will hear all the negative things about Harry and Meghan, and the squad will call whoever from the Left Behinders who posted it, either KP or William's team account. The squad will say, now that it's about Meghan, you left your comment section open, but when it's about you and people start bashing on you, you close the comment section. So the squad used to call out this type of things. Even though I don't follow them, but under my timeline, and I will hear some of the squaddies complaining about, oh, they left their comment section open because they're talking about Harry and Meghan, or it could be the other way around as well, or now you close your comment section after you saw the negative comment that was coming about you, whoever, either KP or BP. All right, so the squad used to call them out on that. So now there it is. They're coming after them full blown because Harry and Meghan are not there for them to come and talk to them. Well, we usually see them under some of the Sussex squad's comment, but what we do, we just block them. Alright, they want to play both sides. When your base of followers is a specific demographic group, it's not in your best interest to go against their ideal, especially when you benefit when those people attack someone else, because at the first mistake, they'll attack you. Okay, so let's read some of the comments here. They want to play both sides, but when your base of followers is a specific... Okay, I read this already. Let's finish with it. They want to play both sides, but when your base of followers is a specific demographic group, it's not in your best interest to go against their ideals, especially when you benefited when those people attack someone else, because at the first mistake, they'll attack you. I think there is a palpable desperation to prove that their behavior toward the Sussexes wasn't a mistake, that there have been no consequences. But it was, and there have been, and even the sycophantic press can't totally cover it up. Yep. All right. His people are getting quite upset. Now they're asking why isn't he in attendance for the Royal Festival and of Remembrance. Okay, so this one is not there anymore. Yes, a cardinal error by him and his team. I don't think it was an error. They were deliberately for that because this is their blueprint. Okay, they just improve it to fit into social media, but that has been their blueprint in terms of the papers, printing. But with social media, with the pushback against them, they can go do their hate and peace. But that has been their blueprint through and through. So it's not a mistake. Yes, a cardinal error by him and his team. They clearly don't understand monarchy. Once you politicize culture war, it's over. It's just going to show how little they understand their base. It's really unfortunate since I'm all for preventing climate change and I will even ban the target audience, but the hypocrisy was laid on thick. Now it was also driven away after Harry and Meghan left, and I will never side with him. Well, this is the thing as well. What is it? Was it Channel News or Channel 5 did something about what the royal family are doing with their land, extracting natural resources and all of that. So all of this play a part of it. They're telling people one thing when they're doing their speech, but in reality, they're causing climate change. All right, let's go to the next tweet. Okay, so this is the Trump thing being booed. All right, breaking. Trump was just viciously booed at the Washington Commander Detroit Lions game. I've never heard a president booed this loudly in my life. Holy cow. 23 seconds. And this is one of the reasons as well, because so many people don't like what he's doing. This is the thing. He went after immigrants, and then each step he's moving forward to the next group, to the next group. Now, I don't know. Still, some MAGAs still don't understand. But people are fighting back. All right, so let's listen.
Your right hand. I, and state your name, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend your right hand.
But why is he reading this? Why is he reading this? Is it because he feel like things are not working according to his agenda, and all of a sudden he's doing whatever? I didn't finish listening to the whole thing. The oath of office, is that what it is? Is it a preemptive thing for what to come? All right, so there's all of this. You could pause. Let me go get another video that he was being, I think it's the same event but different angle. All right, this one is shorter, 14 seconds. Trump just got massively booed and a flip off by the crowd at the Commanders game. All right, so there it is here. Alright, so this is Obama's video here. I don't know when was that taken, but I saw it on my timeline as well. When was that? November 9th. So that was yesterday. Your friendly reminder that Barack Obama gets standing ovations and loud cheers at stadium. 16 seconds.
Welcome to a very special guest, former President Barack Obama.
Just to show you the difference. And so this is what I said after when I saw Kamala Harris lost. I didn't realize it right away, but it took me a day or so to come to that conclusion. Because once I saw she was losing, I was somewhat depressed. The following day, I was completely gone. I was completely gone, depressed, and things like that. But after thinking and processing what just happened, the reality, even though just like many other people feel like there were some irregularity that happened to steal the election, but reality is they allowed the current administration. So because of that, I had to come to terms with it. So the conclusion that I came with is that we had to go through what we're going through right now, because so many people refuse to let others live their lives. And when President Obama first term, even though he won 2 elections, but on his first term, he was able to get the ACA and do some minor governance because the Democrats had the House, the Senate, and the White House. So which is the reverse of what we have now, because the Republican is running all form of government. So come his second, at the middle of his first term, after the midterm, this is where things started to change. They start putting the MAGA's type into office to stop him from continuing progress. But what was good with Obama he kept his integrity intact. He followed the law to do the best that he could with whatever elected officials that were in the House and the Senate. So when I realized that Kamala Harris lost, so I was like, you know what? They probably were going to do the same thing to her, because they will prevent her from doing anything, from govern. She will just be there, will be able to do things internationally, but locally they will prevent any progress. So it would have been a waste of time anyway. So this is why I was like, I guess we had to go through what we're going through right now in order for the rest who refuse to understand how other groups, minorities, are being mistreated. We had to go through it. All right? That doesn't mean I agree the suffering. We didn't have to. We could have been moving forward, but they refused. So everybody suffered. All right? Next tweet. I didn't go in the comments. Okay, so now we're talking a little bit about Remembrance Day. Friendly reminder that Andrew was invited to this event after the interview after the Gulf resettlement. The only thing that changed was public opinion. The royals knew who Andrew was the whole time. Prince George joined the King and Princess of Wales at Festival of Remembrance as royal family put Andrew's scandal behind them to pay tribute to the fallen. Look at his face. I mean, those kind of things. He's too young for all of this. But anyway, was George used as a soft touch, then work for me as the poor kid looks bored and out of place. Yeah, forget it. The Andrew scandal is too big to put behind them, and it seems that it is about to go even bigger. A second victim who was trafficked to Andrew has been identified. Oh, that's news to me. There's one comment. True, this is the scandal that they hope will be forgotten, but it's like a tidal wave and the royal family can't stop it. Sarah will be next writing a memoir that is going to royally slag all of them off again. And this time, apparently, Charles, Camilla, Will, and Catherine are in her side. To give him his due though, which is unusual for me, he is the only one of the UK bunch that actually is a veteran. Well, his behavior so is heavy, and he never abused anybody. They threw him out as soon as they could. Even his wreath, yeah, I spoke about this when he sent the wreath to put on the cenotaph. They didn't want it. Okay, no, the royals show their ugliness every time. That's why I say UK base. Originally, I will agree. However, it was Andrew himself who made a mockery of his own military service when he said to Emily Tellis, the Falkland is the reason he cannot sweat. How can his service be taken seriously after that? His own doing. Andrew was a helicopter pilot in the Falkland War. He used his helicopter several times as a decoy. Really? It might be an idea to research his Navy service. The King has allowed to keep the bravery medal he was awarded. That's to comment under it. He has no bravery medal. It's just an ordinary campaign medal to show he spent minimum 30 days in theater. Nothing heroic, nothing exceptional required. Mere present, just a job. Andrew must not be puppy washed. Why? Can you read? All right, let's go to the next tweet. I should go to further, but let's leave that as that. Okay, I'm telling you, the squad or something. Okay, so the Mirror put a picture just right there, and to make it seems like get somewhat emotional, and the squad put the video. Sophie Wessex in tears at Remembrance event as she supports newly widowed duke. I'm not even gonna click on it. So there's the video here. She had something in her eyes. Let's stop with this nonsense. 6 seconds. Oh my God, how could you do it with the glove? You should take the glove out. She had something in her eyes. Let's stop with this nonsense. Again. There it is again. With the glove. Oh my God. Okay, she's in tears. Okay, hypocrite. Her poon face ass wasn't crying. Wessex, why are you lying? It's disgraceful. Is this stupid and useless person losing any money? The British royal family cries only for money. Okay, next tweet. What I like about it, the Mirror put the picture, but the Squad put the video. This is the royal section of the Daily Fail. Even that rat-infested publication said, F it, we'll lead with what we're selling. 6,000 comment. Meghan Markle and Stern Prince Harry lead star parade at Kris Jenner's 70th birthday bash held at Jeff Bezos' $165 million mansion in Beverly Hills. I did see a picture of Jeff Bezos somewhere, but I wasn't aware it was at his house. One of the things that Harry and Meghan should be very careful with, going to these parties, especially there's some that are already very well known, just be careful with them. The entrapment, because just be careful. That's all I have to say about that. Was it Tinseltown Takeover? I can't read the rest. Mariah Carey. Okay. It always cracks me up that Camilla, the current Queen of England, doesn't warrant her own tab, yet the wife of the fifth in line to the throne does. That's how funny and on point your comment is. Never noticed it. It wasn't there. Oh, but I thought Hollywood hated them. How can they be taking over Tinseltown or leading the Star Parade if they are not wanted? Alright, they keep changing their mind. This year alone, they had like 5 or 6 big reports on that. Oh, but don't they look good though? They look so cool. After these, that's it. Let's pause this. Okay, then the royal have waving hand from the balcony Tenji today. Why are they talking about Harry? Go praise the leftover royals. Alright. Their article got obliterated by this one, and they started creating imaginary emotions that never happened. Is that like the Sophie wiping her eyes and they claiming she's crying or something? The Squad went and put the video and said, stop lying. Next tweet. Okay, yeah, that was the picture that I saw. Look at George in the back. He better stop doing this thing with his lip, because when you see his father doing those things with his teeth, it stays with him until he goes up. So he better stop that. Before you guys start coming after me because he's a child, I'm just saying. We've seen pictures of William since he was a kid till he's adult now. The thing that he does with his face, his teeth, people saying, just look so bored, and Katie seems to have forgotten to take off her napkin after dinner. Oh my God. This is what I mean. I mean, when Kate was dating William, some of the pictures that I saw of her, the clothes that she was wearing was decent, and they just downgrade her. But and then again, she allowed it to happen. All right, made in the 17th century. Oh my God, there's that. People are laughing. Oh my God, this is the full dress, by the way, a dress a Victorian ghost will proudly wear. It reminds me of those Christian nationals in the US. These are the things that they want their kids to wear. Women. Okay, I copied too much. Next one. I have 3 more. I just got up putting more. And she thought Meghan wanted her fashion contacts. Oh my Lord. There's that. Her outfit is straight from Amish country. Yeah. There it is here. I can't unsee it. LOL. Yep, Amish dress pattern. People are just laughing. Let's go to the next one. Another LOL. Okay. Not beating the illiterate allegation. At least Harry will know how to spell veterans. Okay, so there's that. She retweeted that, and I think I shared that already on this video. I might have part 1 and part 2. Alright, where I said they should have just put vets. Okay, at all. What was the thing here? At least Harry will know how to spell veterans. Okay, not beating the illiterate allegation. There's the because they say something William doesn't read. Oh, could that be why they showed a picture of him being on the plane as if he was reading something? LOL, BP and KP don't pay well. So I'm not surprised that whoever wrote this can't be bothered to check before hitting send. There's all of that. The Squad are laughing. Next tweet, it's a LOL as nope, it's Andrew. I don't know if it's a LOL. Okay. And the line of succession, Andrew is back and being the Duke of York on the official website. Anybody put it? Nope. I'm not gonna check. He never stopped. It will take an act of parliament for that. The thing is that they were playing, when they first put out the papers, the statement out, they were just playing with people. Okay? They were just playing with people. When they realize people are not really buying their BS, so they go back to what it should always be until Parliament says something. I did say when they put that statement out, it's just a squirrel to distract people away from the real issue, the Epstein thing. He never stopped. It will take an act of Parliament for that. Told you he loses nothing. Parliament probably told King to put it back. They are not having it. The House of Lords is not gonna allow them to open this Pandora box because they are not gonna give anybody the power to take their titles to, for whatever reason. Yeah, they all involved in it. People need to ask him question when he's somewhere. Ask him question why he's not pushing for that to be, for Parliament to go after it. All right. We said it before, it's all of us. Randy Andy is still a prince. The prince will, in my humble opinion, he will always be a prince because his mother was the monarch. He will always be a prince, but they could remove any other titles, that the York title and what other titles they may give him, but the prince will remain due to bloodline. Sarah is still Duchess of York. The mafia should have just outright said that they were done protecting the pedo. This all proves that the hypocrisy is so thick in that family. Has to be an act of Parliament to remove it, and Stormer decided he's so far down the line, it's not worth wasting Parliament time. I saw him on the other balcony today. Did he? Okay, I don't know. Okay, so while we're talking about the Andy situation, someone on IG tagged me this. Let me share it with you. I think it was that one.
Hello.
Okay, I've shared her videos before, but I never really share other, when she's talking about Meghan's as ever and her product and things like that. I've shared her video before, but when it comes to the Andrew things or other leftovers topic type of thing, never. This is the first time. So whoever tagged me on IG for this, thank you, because I'm not on TikTok. All right, so let's listen to her.
Yes, I read the statement from Buckingham Palace concerning Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. Can I just say something? I am an American, and you all know how we feel about kings and any type of monarchy over here. But
even though Trump is trying to turn this country into having some sort of a royalty type of, not royalty, whatever, dictatorship. But let's continue. But people are fighting back. We're fighting for democracy right now in the US.
I feel like I feel the most sorry for the British public because your monarchy is really, really playing with y'all. They are, I mean, they lie to your face and you guys just eat it up.
Mm-hmm.
So this is only for a few of you, and I dare say it's only monarchists because...
And there are some of the monarchists who's like really upset defending them, like that lady when Charles was coming out of wherever he was coming out from, and the other person was asking him, Charles, some question. The lady's face was like enraged, like, how dare you asking the king? She didn't say that, but that what the face interpreted. Like, how dare you asking the king such question? Let's continue.
Republicans, what you guys call them, Republicans, and other people who are not monarchists are not stupid. First of all, I read this letter and I said they could have kept this to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Public pressure should not have you moving. Decency should have had you moving. There is not a person within those, and I'll be fair and say even Prince Harry knew what type of person Andrew was.
And I did say, you didn't hear a damn thing out in his book about Prince Andrew. Okay? So Harry didn't want to open the can of worm about that.
mean they partook in the debauchery with him. It just means they knew. It's just like we all know about that weird uncle in our family. I don't have one, but you know what I mean. We know the funny family member, and we either keep a distance from them, we gossip about them, or some of you make them a plate of food. That's what the royal family has done for Andrew all this time.
Yep.
But let's not blame everybody, because this is on Charles. Something about this still screams, this ain't over and this ain't what y'all think it is. First of all, when you initiate something, what does initiate means?
To start something.
It's not final. It just means you're in a preliminary process of starting whatever paperwork, in this case, to strip him completely of the Duke of York, as well as, can you unprint a prince, a bloodborne prince? We'll see. But all of this still has to go to Parliament, has to go somewhere, blah, blah, blah. Y'all know the routine. You know your country a lot better than I do when it comes to that stuff. So I'm just looking at common English here. Initiate is not solid. Now, this is the part that you all really, really need to read this front and back. They served him with papers. This is no different than when the sheriffs serve you with a notice and say you got X amount of time to get up out of here. You are still not legally obligated to leave. You can fight that. You can go to court and fight that. And a lot of people who are...
That's in the US, but we don't know how it is in the UK. Okay? This is how sometimes we have those, how do they call them? Squatters who go and stays at people's house. They know the owner can legally move them out or something like that. So that's in the US, but we don't know about the UK. All right, let's continue.
Up for eviction, have went to court and won. They won their eviction notices and they didn't have to leave the premise. How are they going to get this man who has a 75-year lease out of that? If they pay him out, where's the money coming from? I'm just go ahead and say the quiet part out loud. It's coming from your pockets, taxpayers.
Yep.
So once again, you have to pay for this guy to be comfortable. I don't care about the residencies or wherever the hell he's going. That's besides the point, okay? The point is that they are not legally obligated to leave. When I say they, I do mean Fergie and Andy. Those are the facts.
I will not put Fergie into that, maybe unless her name is in the paper as well. But as far as I'm concerned, it's mostly Andrew. And they decided to let her stay in. So not Fergie. Andrew, that is. Okay? Unless, like I said, her name is on the paper as well. But let's continue.
No date or deadline here that says you have until this time to get out. So they are begging him to leave. This is a beg letter. Please just give it up. Just go, please, because we got to go out here and do engagements. Kate and the kids are going to be back out from vacation, and we really need to go. And Sonny Boy over here, he has to go to Brazil and pretend like he gives a shit about the environment, and we don't need eggs thrown at us. That's all this is.
The thing with Andrew, he most likely will not leave because in terms of safety, because he wants the protection of the institution. Okay? He doesn't have the same liberty as Harry. Even though I'm putting Harry there, but that doesn't mean Harry's in the same league. Because the thing that he has done, people are crying foul for messing with children. So he's afraid to leave. Because if he leaves, where he's going to go? What country or his safety? This is where he's going to be. He's afraid. He most likely will not leave.
Because this could have been done years ago. As a matter of fact, the Queen should not ever have paid Virginia off. What she should have done was say, you go face your consequences, because we're not that type of family and we don't coddle these things. It is more of a crime to be married to a mixed race person in a royal family than it is touching up on kids. But this is where it's really going to hurt y'all feelings if Andrew takes this to court. He is still claiming innocence. So if this goes to court and he's still claiming innocence, and there's no solid evidence such as DNA or anything like that to prove that he's guilty of this, even though we think he's guilty, a court might find him innocent and he's still not obligated to leave. This is what I think he will do. I do think he will vacate the premises, just for the time being, just to
shut people up,
help the monarchy get on with getting on. But if you're looking at this letter and thinking that this is some hard-hitting stuff right here,
no.
And I'm going to say one even further. Republic, I saw that you guys are doing your own separate prosecution on him. Keep that up. Don't you let up because of this letter. This letter is bullshit. Keep it up. Have him prosecuted if it isn't so your will to do so. I wish our Republicans was like you guys Republicans in England. Y'all kind of dope. Anyway, bullshit. Take it or leave it. Oh, and by the way, yes, I saw the win with Kate and Will over the Paris pictures. Look, babes, yo ass ain't had cancer. You ain't never had cancer. And that picture proved it. See how the royal family playing out faces? Child, couldn't be me. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Hello. Yes, I read.
Alright, the thing just finished. I was gonna say something, then my son who's leaving for school asked me something. I lost a chain of thought. Alright, so that's it. Let's get back to the original recording. Alright, this is my last one for this video. Prince Harry's video. Okay. That should have been on PYTE, but okay. Prince Harry made a surprise appearance yesterday at the Heroic Hearts Project Gala in support of veterans with PTSD held at the USS Hornet Museum, Alameda, California. Alright, so let's listen. 24 seconds.
It's about stepping into what's next, stronger, connected, and with purpose. As a combat veteran and someone who cares deeply about mental fitness, I've seen how important genuine veteran-led support is. You guys have created a safe space where courage isn't defined by silence, but by showing up. Where strength isn't the absence of struggle, but the willingness to face it.
Alright.
It's about stepping into what's...
That's that. I guess I put it because I was talking about Andrew. Okay, Prince Harry is one busy dude because of his titles, and I don't know why I put it. Okay, so that is it. This, let me pause for a second. This needs to be on my other video. Alright, so let's close off this video. I just added a whole bunch of stuff on my next video that will be on PYTE. So please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And I appreciate the comments. You guys be putting the timestamp. It make it easier for me to go back to the video to see where you guys are making reference to. Alright, so thank you, and check PYTE. I'm gonna do another video for that channel.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.